Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome back to Salvage Rescues. So today we're on a road trip. We're heading to Copart in Salvage, down south, to pick up the latest project, which is a 2013 VW Amarok. So a pickup truck. Never been to a Copart auction site before, so yeah, interested to see how it all works. We're on time. Just stopped for a little coffee, so we're having a little coffee. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to video when we get there, and I'll catch up with you guys once the pickup truck's loaded on the back of the trailer. So yeah, interesting day today. I'm excited, but I'll catch up with you guys later. Ta-da! So we've arrived. Been told to wait in a lane. Couldn't really understand what he was saying, but I think I just wait here until I'm called forward, and then yeah, I'll load up the Amarok. Not as big as I expected, if I'm honest. I thought there'd be a bigger site than this, but here come a low loader with a van on it, or forklift with a van on it. So I assume they'll bring the Amarok to me like that. But yeah, it's quite interesting. There's a delivery truck just arrived with 5 more casualties on it. Like a nice Mercedes SUV on the bottom. Not sure how it works, but here it comes. So that's Amy the Amarok back to Salvage Rescues HQ. I got back really late after picking it up, so I couldn't video, but I had to change the front wheel. The front wheel was a bit damaged and the tyre was deflated, so I put the spare wheel on. As you can see, the old wheel's here with a small chip out of the rim. So yeah, so I had to change the wheel, and then in the morning, you see in the last video, in the morning I removed it from the trailer. As you can see, I had to reverse it with the wheel slightly on the skew width. The tie rod is pretty bent, so I got a new tie rod to put on. But all in all, I don't think it's that bad. It needs a new wing. New obviously door mirror, but a lot of this is superficial. I mean, someone's took great pleasure in drawing all over the side of the car, which give me some indication of where the damage is, but it's not that bad really, considering it's a work truck. I'll give it a good wash, and I think most of that I'll be able to live with, but yeah, we'll see. I'll get a new wing. Like I say, today I'm gonna put the new tie rod on, see if it sorts out that front wheel. If not, I'll have to get a suspension arm. But yeah, I mean, that's the damaged side. The other side's pretty clean. A couple of scrapes on the outer arch, but apart from that, it's pretty clean. This wheel's nastily damaged as well. I don't know whether you can see that. I don't know whether that's pre-accident or whether it's related to this scrape on the wheel arch, but yeah, apart from that, she's pretty good. She runs, she drives, got a flat tyre, but yeah, I think it's done about 111,000, something like that, so not extreme. Yeah, they are 100. Don't know whether you see that, 111,000. It's a manual, but yeah, I just want to today get the wheel off again and have a look at the suspension, and then order what I need, because it's not very movable at the moment. It's pretty sort of stuck in that position. But just while you're here, I'll just show you Molly the mocker. She's done now. I got the trim painted, got the radar sensor cover and the bonnet hinges. Still need to do a little bit of tweaking, but you can see the gaps are pretty good. Just need to move it slightly forward to get it aligned with the front. But yeah, Molly the mocker's done, and Amy the Amarok is next. So yeah, I'm now going to jack it up and get that front wheel off again, and then see where we go from there. Another bit of luck, another touch. I've got the, I don't know where I put it, but I've got the lock and wheel nut key, and also it's got half a tank of diesel in it, so all the rumours about Copart are not true. But yeah, let's see how we got on with this one. Thanks everyone. So I'm just putting some wood down prior to putting the jack and the axle stand onto the tarmac. This is just to protect the tarmac because of the weight of the truck. I envisage the jack and the axle stand penetrating the tarmac and causing damage to the drive, and also not supporting the car fully. That's the axle stand now being put underneath. This is going under the main chassis crossbar. It is a 3-ton axle stand. The truck weighs 2 tons, so more than adequate to support the weight of the truck. So I've inspected the suspension. I can't see any other damage bar that bent tie rod, which I got a new one in the car to replace it, but nothing else seems bent. So I'm hoping just the new tie rod will sort out the wheel. But at least I'll be able to move it, because like I say, it's not very mobile at the moment. So I'll change the change the tie rod over to the new one, and then yeah, we'll see what she looks like after that. As you can see, I'm now removing the track rod end from the tie rod. I'm just counting the revolutions of how many turns this is on the end of the tie rod. So when I install the new one, I'll put it in exactly the same place, and hopefully the tracking will be roughly in the right place prior to having the full wheel alignment done on the car. see, it's not a bad thing we're changing this tie rod because it's pretty worn, it's not self-supporting anymore. So we're just removing the old tie rod and then installing the new one with a little bit of Loctite onto the thread prior to installing it onto the steering rack. Now we're installing the track rod end onto the end of the tie rod, counting the 18 revolutions we had when removing the old one. So that's the new tie rod installed. Both wheels are straight, still need to get them aligned obviously, but yeah, they're both pointing in the same direction. The only problem is we've got a bit of a negative camber still, so just need to investigate. It's hard to see on camera, I think. Just need to investigate what else is bent under there, but at least this allowed me to move the truck so I could park it a bit more sensibly, and then we'll do further investigations. But yeah, I should imagine, I don't really know what else. They all looked fine when I was looking at it, but I'll have to have a little further investigation, see what else is bent under there. So as you can tell by this clip, I've got Ruben back helping me. He's just commencing to remove the inner arch liner and also the mudguard, so that we can further investigate to see if any damage is on the suspension. So whilst Ruben's working away trying to find all the screws which are holding the inner arch liner in place, I then look at commencing to take off the wing, starting with the bolts at the top and then working my way around to all the rest of the bolts to remove the wing. So for all you eagle-eyed viewers who notice there's a hole in the wheel arch liner, when we removed the liner, a piece of aluminium fell out, which was the remaining part of alloy wheel, which has obviously come off in the accident at some force and gone through the wheel arch line. So the last remaining bolt of the wing was underneath. It turned out to be the biggest challenge of the day, trying to remove this. It's full of paint, full of mud. The wing was slightly damaged down there as well, so we took quite a while to remove that one remaining bolt. You can see how overjoyed we were when we finally got it out. So now we're removing the door mirror, the last remaining damaged item. Simple bit of trim comes off on the inside, 3 bolts, and then it's ready to be removed once you remove the electrical connections. So even with everything removed, I'm really struggling to see what's causing the negative camber. I did notice, I don't know whether you can see that on camera or not, but the bottom of the shock absorber is definitely bent. So whether the suspension's gone over that way slightly, that doesn't explain what's causing the negative camber. But I will order a brand new second-hand suspension unit from a well-known auction site and change it all over. So up and lower wishbones and hub assembly. I will get a couple of new shock absorbers as well. If you're going through the hassle of changing all the suspension, you might as well put new shocks on while you're doing it. So I'll get all that ordered and then pick up with everyone when it's arrived. Wing was alright. I think we can salvage the wing. There isn't much damage on it. So I think if we just straighten it out a little bit where it connects to the body of the car, I think we can live with the damage on that. Most of it's superficial, and as you can see, most of it will either buff out or rub off. So yeah, there's the part of the rim of the alloy wheel which went through the inner liner. And yeah, so thanks everyone, thanks for tuning in. Like I say, we'll end this episode here. If you like it, please hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and if you got any comments or advice, please put it in the comment section below. As I said previously, I do answer every single comment, so yeah, I look forward to hearing with you, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next episode when all the parts are arrived. Ta-da for now.